I'd like to do from my personal experience is, um, you're in a group. You're being supported, you're being held. There's a lot of positive energy there. It's not a competitive environment, and nobody's judging you. And I think that's one of the things that having it as a group is so much more valuable than just having it as a one-on-one. And also you learn from everybody's experiences. And sometimes somebody will talk about something and you'll go, oh my God, I do that, which you wouldn't benefit of in a one-to-one. So I've always found that the groups, in the beginning, of course, I did have my reservations, but that quickly gets dispelled.
Great. And I think, thank you for sharing that, because if I can just make one point, is one of my own key values is I kind of suffered through education. I went to a Middlesex Poly, a university. It's now called Middlesex University, and I went to a school beforehand. And I just sort of felt through my education that all the favoritism and preference of various, I so disliked that. And I felt it created such a negative, that the idea of creating a school where, people, I hope that all of you feel this, but, everyone is treated the same. Why should you be treated differently because you're a this or a that or a, do you know what I mean? Everyone has equal rights and deserves equal treatment in education. And, and I think that also makes the atmosphere, that you then feel safe and you can then expose yourself and you can then open and you get a kind of, even on Zoom, believe it or not, a kind of collective sense of community and healing, which is, powerful. But in order to be able to do that, there needs to be some trust. And there also needs, in my view, not to have this sort of favoritism hierarchy stuff, which I found very irritating and counterproductive. Yes. Claire.
I was going to agree with both yourself and Tarek about it being a safe place to experiment. And ironically, I just had a text from Louisa, who you remember. I became great friends with her on the course. We've, it's 2 years on, we're still great friends. She's just texted me about something. And there's another lady that I met on the course. And so both, we've mentored each other all the way through lockdown, those two ladies that I met on the course. I think for me, there was a real sort of soft benefit of actually really improving my network and meeting people that I'm like really good friends with now. And I think that's because we went through that joint experience together.
Yeah, well, it is. It's a great way to create new friends and meet people who don't have an agenda for you, don't have some sort of past competing with you or something, because basically they're strangers, but not for long.